Hi there, Psychic Medium Lauren Rainbow here, and today we're going to talk about the power of your aura, this gorgeous energy that is an extension of your soul essence that exudes beyond your physical body. Now, some of you maybe have a clairvoyant vision and can see the colors of someone's aura, but don't be discouraged. You do not have to see auras or colors to actually know how to connect with your own auric energy and how it's actually working for you all the time when it comes to trusting your intuition and navigating this world. So let's talk about the power of your aura. So I got to tell you that as a psychic medium, I am not the most clairvoyant. And if you're a little familiar with psychic and medium and intuitive abilities, you'd understand that clairvoyance is the ability to see with your eyes the extension of energy around people, such as our auric body, maybe colors. Sometimes you can get subjective vision in your mind of colors and images. But I am a feeler in this world. I tend to be a little bit more clairsentient, claircognizant, and clairaudient. So I hear things, but I really feel and work with a lot of vibrational frequencies. And so it really became very clear to me early on in my spiritual work that I didn't have to be clairvoyant to actually understand how the aura works, and that my aura is communicating with me and my intuition all the time, even though I don't see all the pretty colors and lights. So let's talk about what is your aura and how is it working with you all of the time. Your aura is an energy extension of your inner soul essence. It is the part of the maybe signature frequency that you carry that helps other people around identify you without even looking at you, and how you also identify others, such as, say, children, other family members, partners, or friends when they enter your energy field without even to need to look at them. You can distinguish and become very clear with certain people's frequencies or vibrations the more you get accustomed to them. And that is because our energy system that exudes out beyond the actual physical part of our body is our aura. Now, maybe you've been at a fun psychic fair or a little carnival and sat down in front of a camera with somebody who said that I'm going to take a picture of your aura. And you may have walked away with a little headshot of you and the energy of your aura lit up all around. Maybe it was blue, a mix of blue white, maybe there was red and green. And what that photo is catching is just one minute second of your energy aura, which is constantly changing in size, color, and frequency. So just because a photograph shows that your aura is blue in that moment does not mean 5 minutes later your aura is still blue. Your emotions and the way other people affect your energy is constantly shifting the frequency of your aura. And your aura is also responding by opening and expanding in areas that it feels comfortable to take in more energy. And then when you're feeling like you need to pull in or you want to protect, you're going to actually naturally draw your aura in a little bit closer to the physical body. Now, your aura is going to exude out of you until the day you one day transition from this world. It is an extension of your inner soul. And it, again, is how people recognize and associate with you, but also how you navigate this world. So let's talk about how to work with the energy of your aura, how it's providing you information all the time, and how you can cleanse, clear, and protect that beautiful energetic body. For those of you who are my empathic friends that maybe feel overwhelmed sometimes, we're going to also talk about how working and becoming aware of your aura and how to draw that energy in sometimes to protect you can be really vital. But as a psychic and medium, I got to tell you that, again, my aura is working with me all the time and it's fluxing and changing in energy. Most of the time, we don't even notice it. But when you do is when somebody, say you're walking through the grocery store or hanging out somewhere at a table and somebody comes and sit next to you, maybe on the airplane, you're immediately going to feel their energy and your energy start to interact and connect. Now, without even looking at that individual, your aura is going to start to assess the vibration next to you. The minute it enters your energy field, which usually, by the way, extends well about an arm's length off your body or more. Now, when I'm working on stage, connecting with loved ones from spirit, my aura is getting pretty big because spirit also has to come into the energy of my aura so that I can work to connect with them, bring information about them. But if they weren't in my vibrational field, I wouldn't have as easy a time getting and gaining some information from them. And I'm also connecting with now their spirit energy, which is also the same as the energy they had here in the living, which is how we help to create as mediums a distinguishable connection of them to you. So when somebody enters your aura in the living, or maybe a spirit guide or friend, your energy is going to immediately begin to assess that energy. Now, because that vibration is touching your vibration, it is going to give you either comfort, where you might feel like, oh, I like this energy. You're going to relax. Your energy might expand because you feel comfortable welcoming them into your field. But if you ever have a stranger sit next to you and you immediately feel like you got to pay attention, pull in, your aura is telling you there's something about the vibration that is now in my energy that doesn't feel quite right here. And so we navigate the world with that knowledge all the time. You are making decisions sometimes without even knowing, based on how your aura is assessing information of people entering in and out of your energy field. And so that is so powerful. It is your greatest asset. It is out in the energy of your world before your mind is there. It is already picking up energy all the time. Now, your aura is so powerful that also people are assessing you from it. So have you ever walked into a place, maybe not feeling your best, but putting on that wonderful smile that is trying to say, I'm doing great today, and it can still read right through you? It's because the minute that your aura has connected with somebody who may be quite sensitive and able to sense it, even though you're smiling, they might still go, oh no, Lauren, I know that you're not feeling quite right. What is going on? And that is because their energy is mixing with your energy, and it is giving them information beyond what you think you may be putting out there in your face, in your smiles, and in the way that you're expressing yourself. Your aura is so powerful. And for those of you who are very empathic, you may be walking around with heavily extended auras. If you find that you are a caregiver, supportive person emotionally, a therapist, a social worker, a psychic medium, we tend to actually walk the world with our auras very open and very ready to present and engage. But also, when people enter into your energy field, you start taking that energy in. So if you're empathic and you wonder, why am I picking up everybody's energy? It's probably because they've entered the proximity of your energy system. And because you're a caregiver or somebody who wants to make sure everyone's okay, your aura is going, what do I need to do to make this feel better? And a lot of the times that's not really something we can do. That's often up to the person who is struggling with energy. We can send them love, we can send them energy, but your aura will pick that up. And for some of you who aren't very good yet at separating your energy from others, you may think that is your emotion. So, for my little empaths, one little check. When somebody enters your energy field and you immediately feel affected by it, and you're not sure why, the first thing is to assess who is in your energy and how are you feeling about that person having entered. Try not to make it about you right away, because sometimes it isn't. It is just about the energy that's entered your field, your stream of consciousness that's moving outside of your body all the time, and it wants to take care of things because that's your nature. So, cleansing your energy is something you want to do frequently, daily if possible, especially if days feel emotionally worn down or tired, or you're just not feeling yourself. You probably need a good aura cleanse. And some wonderful, simple things that you can do right in your own home to help take care of your energy is really easy. You can use any kind of sage or Palo Santo ritual if you just want to kind of cleanse the energy of your aura. In fact, if you've ever been part of any traditional ceremonies, when you take the sage, you kind of, brush it not only toward your heart, but over your energy. And that's because we want to cleanse the energy around us, because that's where we pick up a lot of stuff from other people. Now, everywhere we all go, we're leaving around psychic energy and residue. So I try to smile as much as I can because I know I'm leaving energy behind. I might as well try and leave good energy, even though that's not always perfect. I have bad days. But cleansing the aura regularly can be really, really important. So sage, Palo Santo can be really good. I did a little video on this the other day. I love a good Florida water cleanse where you can just kind of put some of that in your hands, energize it, and rub it around your energy field, and then take a breath of it into your heart. You can do it in the shower every morning. When you wake up in the morning, or if you're an evening shower person, you can just feel that the energy of the water that is cleansing you is probably filled with just healing light. Or if you do Reiki or anything like that, you can Reiki and energize your aura. And just sometimes a beautiful healing meditation where you see yourself being showered in healing love and light, maybe from your guides or your angels, can be wonderful ways to cleanse your auric body. But if you're an empath and you feel constantly affected by your environment, you may want to have a daily quick cleansing ritual around your aura to really help you feel like you're cleansed, cleared, and protected. Now, another thing that can be really helpful, because remember, we expand all the time. Your aura is expanding and contracting in energy all of the time. If you're typically a more protected person in general, you may have a closer to the body aura, and it may not be quite as sensitive to all the energies because you contain it a little bit more. If you're like me, and I, as you can tell, very outgoing, so my aura is probably really expanded. I'm one of those, and maybe you are too, where a lot of people go, "Oh, I love your energy, Lauren." And that's because my energy is outward and it's, kind of sending energy out. So it's very expanded. So how we move about the world in the energy of our personality also tells you a lot about the extension of your aura. So one thing that you can do if you're walking into an environment that may be filled with people, or you feel like you need to navigate that energy, you can always just take or imagine. Imagination is so powerful, by the way. Don't think that your imagination can't help you. It's incredible. But maybe you want to imagine that there's a bubble of light around you or an energy field. And I just sometimes soften my gaze. I like to breathe always into the heart space. It is the center of your being. And it's also where the energy of your soul exudes from. So your aura is energy extension, remember, of your soul. It's going to exude strongly from the center out, not from here out or from the feet out, but from the center of your body. This is the soul source. That's the center of your auric energy. So when I want to ground in, I might imagine a little bubble of light around me. I'm going to take a deep breath in toward the heart. I'm going to imagine that I'm pulling that bubble of light a little closer to the body. Now, you can't turn off your aura, guys. It doesn't happen that way. Your aura is always, as long as you're alive and breathing, your aura is going to shine. You can't turn it off. Some people ask me, how do I turn off my empathy? You can. It's a part of who you are, but you can learn to create better boundaries and contain that energy a little bit better. Now, if you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself and you want to open up that aura and let it sing outward, you can do that too, because that is a way of opening, feeling comfortable and safe, and giving your energy a good stretch. There's nothing wrong with that. When we do keep our container really close and tight, it can also be exhausting. Your energy wants to naturally expand because it's also part not only of the gorgeous light that you are, but it's a part of helping you navigate the world. So it wants to be able to take in information, but also being able to take care of it is really important. So remember, you don't need to see auras to know that you have a really powerful extension in your energy field, and it's always working for you. It's changing colors almost every millisecond. So again, when that Carillion camera takes that one little picture, it's only getting one quick second of how amazing, stunningly beautiful, and graceful your aura is. You can also intuit colors without seeing them. So using your intuition, if you're doing an aura reading on somebody, maybe you sense or can see that the extension of aura. A lot of people can actually see where the aura of somebody kind of extends. It reminds you of seeing the heat coming off the desert, that little gassy kind of light that you see. We can all usually see that, but getting the colors therein can sometimes be the hard part if you're not clairvoyantly trained in the eye. However, you can still intuit an aura. Sometimes people will come to me and sit with me, and the minute their energy connects with mine, I can kind of go, oh, I feel some green energy there. Maybe they're very heart centered. I might get a sense of like purple and white light energy telling me they're very spiritually aware or very aware of a higher connection. Sometimes I might feel like they're red and orange in energy, which just tells me that they're very rooted and very grounded. But in the essence, your aura is so powerful. And lastly, I want to explain about how it works as a psychic intuitive and a medium. So as an intuitive, the intuitive voice of the aura is the part that's helping me navigate. So my intuition, my aura work together. When people enter my energy field and I'm just walking through my everyday, I can assess my energy and how I want to interact, or if I do want to interact with people. It's always navigating me. It's letting me know, a stranger danger, or, safe energy to connect with, or somewhere in between. Or if you're on, again, I love this. It always lets me know the person who sits next to me on my plane, is this going to be somebody I want to connect with and chit chat with, or do I want to have a quiet plane ride and read a book? Sometimes that can be very helpful information. As a psychic, the aura becomes important when I'm working with a living representative. Now, if you go back to my video here on YouTube that talks about psychic, intuitive, mediumship abilities, you'll understand that intuition is your inner navigation system. It's me navigating me. My psychic ability is me navigating the living world. So when I'm moving in the world and I'm going through a grocery store, yes, my intuition is the voice, but it's kind of my psychic awareness that's helping me navigate others because they're entering through my energy field. Now, when I'm working with the spirit world as a medium, so remember, mediumship is about the spirit being the source of information. So I'm actually connecting with loved ones beyond, or even guides. They enter my auric field. So if you're sitting here with me for a reading, or again online, I'm not looking at you to be the source of that information. I'm hoping that the energy of spirit is going to join me so that I can provide you a conversation of their connection and love. So yes, they enter my auric body, and like I would the living, I start to assess the energy and how it feels in my frequency. So I might say you have a dad here. He feels like he vibrates with really cool energy, very fun and sparkly. And it's because of the way I feel he's interacting with me. So it's really important that you know that your aura is also part of the spiritual work. And even when we're doing healing work, Reiki work on the table, we don't just heal the body, we heal the energy that exudes out of that physical body. Because when we heal what's going on inside, we got to heal the imprint of it in the auric body. So that beautiful energy around you is more than just a pretty picture that's captured at a psychic fair sometimes. It is a crucial energy that exudes from you that helps you navigate this world in so many ways. So take good care of your aura and energy. Nurture it with beautiful healing meditations that maybe cleanse and guide you. Learn to draw in when you feel like you need to navigate a close energy, and allow yourself to open up in places that feel safe and wonderful to play. But boy, is it a major part of who you are. That's why I say, my friends, you cannot turn it off. It is a part of you. It goes with you to the spirit world, and it'll come back with you into this world. And it helps you navigate this world, but it also helps people navigate you. The aura is one of the most powerful parts of your energy system, and you do not need to see colors to understand it works for you. So I would love to hear from you to see if this has been a little bit helpful, maybe trying some of these techniques for cleansing and grounding to help you navigate your empathic self. And if you have any other little tidbits that you want to share with me, or stories about how you connect with the aura, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I am happy to hear from you and to connect with you. I hope this was helpful and that you have a gorgeous day. Take care.